Georges Simenon is best known for creating the detective Maigret, but he published scores of other novels, many of them tough, gripping and psychologically penetrating dissections of lives confounded by fate and circumstance. Well, today's afternoon play, set in a nightclub in Cannes in 1958, dramatises one of these stories as we celebrate the other Simenon.
Striptease, dramatised by Ronald Frame, from the novel by Georges Simenon.
She didn't look the type for a nightclub like ours. It was the middle of the afternoon. She seemed intimidated. The boss was talking to her and I stopped to eavesdrop behind the door.
Who sent you here?
Nobody did, sir. I just came on my own.
You're from Bergerac, you say?
Yes, monsieur.
And you heard about the Celita and Bergerac?
No, I haven't come straight from there. I went to Toulouse first. There's a cabaret there called the Moulin Bleu.
I know the one. Did you work there?
No,
Why not?
they didn't want me.
You really are 19.
I can show you my identity card.
Maud Leroy, born May 13th, 1939.
You see,
I see. And after Toulouse?
I went to Marseille and worked as a waitress in a bar for a week.
Which one?
Freddie's bar.
You and Freddie, I'll bet.
Who told you that?
Freddie's an old mate of mine. And before that?
What do you mean?
How many men have you had?
2.
Did Freddie tell you about me?
No, it was a customer. And as I left Bergerac because I wanted to become a striptease dancer...
Why? Or do you think it's an easy thing to do?
I think I could do it.
Take your dress off.
Now.
Well, don't mind the tar women. They've seen it all before. What are you waiting for?
Nothing.
Slowly, keeping her eyes glued to Monsieur Léon, she began to take off her black dress, over her head, just as she would have done in her bedroom.
Never over your head. The other way. A woman with her arms in the air and her head inside a dress looks plain awkward.
I don't know how to.
But you'll learn.
Do I have to take my petticoat off too?
He leaned over the bar to examine her. He was like some horse dealer, filthy beast.
You can put your clothes on now.
Wasn't I any good?
I told you to put your clothes on. Have you read the notice by the door?
No, monsieur.
Every Friday, as well as our usual show, we have a striptease competition for amateurs. Come along here a bit before 10 o'clock tonight and sit down at this table.
Yes, monsieur.
Now behave as if you were a customer, and when the compere invites you, stand up, but as if you were hesitating. Do you get it?
And afterwards?
Well, don't worry about that. That's up to me. If it comes off, you're hired.
With her clothes back on, she looked more than ever like any innocent young girl. It was hard to believe she had just stripped, without a murmur. He caught me on my way out of the place.
Celita!
Monsieur Léon?
Where have you been?
Upstairs. I came in to sew up my skirt for the Spanish number.
There'll be a new girl in tonight.
So much the better. It was getting a bit dull. Dancer?
Striptease!
Has your wife taken her on then?
What?
I've touched a raw nerve, mentioning Madame Florence. Is he going to slap me? He's hit me before.
Beat it, you.
At this moment, I despise him. Because I'm scared. Just how I am every time a new girl appears. Scared. Just like Madame Florence is, too.
Good evening, Madame Florence.
Good evening, Mary Lou.
Good evening, Madame Florence.
Good evening, Natasha. Mary-Lou,
Yes, Madame?
let me see your nails.
Manicured, like you said.
And your hair? Could do with a wash.
I couldn't get an appointment at the hairdresser's today. I'll go tomorrow.
Well, make sure you do. Celita,
Yes, Madame Florence.
seems you were here this afternoon, my husband said.
I forgot to take my skirt home with me yesterday. A customer grabbed hold of it and tore it. I came in to sew it up again. I wasn't like Mary-Lou. I didn't look down at the floor, but straight at the woman. I put a little mocking twist into my smile.
See that it doesn't happen again.
Very well, Madame Florence. It's a kind of game we've been playing for months. It's going to be difficult to pick the final winner. At the moment, one of us is the patron, Monsieur Léon's legal wife, and the other, yours truly, is not.
Well, why are you standing there?
I didn't know you had finished, Madame. It's impossible she doesn't know about me. What's been going on between me and her husband? It went on with the others too. But this time, with me, it's lasted longer. It's somehow different. Not that Monsieur Léon takes any notice of me at the club. When he's not with me at my place, then I think he gets to hate me.
Francine, sorry I'm a bit late. 11 minutes. I had to find somebody for my little boy. You know what this means? Yes, Madame Florence. A cross against your name in my book. I ran as quickly as I could. Now go and take your coat off.
That's not what's bothering Madame Florence, though.
Well, Leon,
Well, what?
do you think this girl will come?
I'm certain she will.
Sure enough, she did. The girl pushed through the double thickness of red velvet. She didn't recognise the room. Madame Florence was a bit taken aback too. The new girl wasn't the sort they were used to at the Striptease. She wasn't obvious, like us. Ludo, our barman, got her to a seat.
There's a good table in the front, mademoiselle.
Madame Florence, she misses nothing. This new girl, her husband. She is showing her age, though. It's as if this struggle is becoming too much for her. Monsieur Léon is at the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Celita has the greatest pleasure in presenting to you their Striptease review. The most daring, the most artistic show in all the Riviera. To begin with, here is Mademoiselle Francine, the incomparable cover girl.
After Francine, with a long cigarette holder, it's Mary-Lou's turn. A bit cruder, inviting the audience to undo her zips and clasps. Then Natasha, a touch of class again, a big hat trimmed with ostrich feathers. Then it's me in my Spanish costume, into my flamenco dance. I catch Monsieur Léon's eye for a few moments. Am I winning this tussle with his wife? Shall I end up the victor? But I can't read what he's thinking, except that he's impatient. It has something to do with this new Maud girl.
This is Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, and every Friday we have our amateur striptease competition. The management of the Celita is convinced that among our charming spectators there are hidden talents. Women and young girls who are burning with the desire to perform. Now let's see which one of you is going to win the bottle of champagne and the Paris perfume spray the management has kindly presented. You, madame?
He'll take a little while to reach her, the patron. Madame Florence is watching closely. At one point, the girl reaches out to her handbag as if she's going to grab it and run. At a signal, the spotlight suddenly swings onto her. Monsieur Léon launches into his patter.
What a pretty name. Maud. Well now, Mademoiselle Maud, you aren't married, I suppose? Come forward. Then we can all see just how nice you are.
She moves jerkily, like some mechanical doll.
Well, that's fine. Perfect. You see, you're getting used to it already. Now, don't be scared. The rest will come quite naturally. How old are you, Maud?
19.
19. How marvellous.
How marvellous. I'm 32. Madame Florence is 40 this year.
There's no one else here who's 19. What's that? 90? 90, did you say? Well, it's not quite the same, you know? You see, Maud, you're already in a class of your own. Now come closer. Don't be nervous. You've just been admiring our pretty girls doing their act, and now you're going to show us that you needn't have done it for years to be good at it.
He knows she is about to panic, so Monsieur Léon carries on talking, and the rhythm of the music gathers. He's hypnotising her.
Come just another 2 steps closer, Maud. 2 steps. Of course you can. You see? Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, Mademoiselle Maud is going to perform for you her first striptease act.
The music is like a voodoo incantation. No one speaks or moves. We're all watching that figure in the purple spotlight. Slowly, slowly she starts to let go of herself. The music is a jungle tom-tom. The blood rushes to her cheeks. She's being delivered from all her inhibitions. Before her eyes, she's coming to life, caressing her body. There's a wild light in her eyes. The tremors running through her build to a crescendo. She's on her knees now, locked in some mysterious struggle, until finally, she falls down backwards, drained of all strength. I was fascinated, just like them, and as furious as hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, please!
The boss went across to help pick her up from the floor and find her things.
Well done, my dear.
I caught his wife's eye. She left the cash till to go through the back to find them. Natasha had been watching the act too, and seen into the future.
So you were right after all, Celita, darling.
Yes. Maud Leroy threatened to take someone's place. Probably mine.
Bring me a scotch, Ludo, will you?
Just give me a minute, Mademoiselle Celita.
I'll sit over here.
The sainted Maud had left her handbag behind. Black patent leather. Brand new. I put it on my lap, just as if it were mine. I opened it, searched around inside. There were small pockets sewn into the sides of the bag. I slid my fingers down into them and drew out a small rectangular card. Printed on it were the words, Galerie Nouvelle. Below, stamped in violet ink, the price, 4,500 francs. I skipped my whiskey and headed for the exit. I knew where I was going, the Place du Marché and Justin's bar. Hello, is that the police? A handbag priced at 4,500 francs was stolen from the Galerie Nouvelle in the Rue Foch this morning. The thief is now at the Striptease. She's just done a striptease act there. Her name is Maud Leroy.
Who is that speaking?
Where have you been?
Out for some air?
He's back.
Who?
That grey-haired gent in the tweeds.
Oh, him.
You know what to do this time?
Yes, I know.
Good evening,
Will you buy me a drink?
if you want me to.
Thanks. Scotch, Ludo.
Had a bad day?
Why do you think that?
I noticed you this afternoon, outside that church where the wedding was. You looked...
What?
teary-eyed. You don't much like watching others get married, is that it?
What did he know about it? He didn't know I have a famous father. Jose Delgado, the singer. My mother didn't marry him. He was a nobody then. She had me, and then my dad upped and went to America and hit the big time and got himself married. 3 wives, one after another, and they all had children. So what happens with me? I'm a dancer in second-rate casinos. I meet Louis. He works in a shipping office. We're living in a hotel room. But soon, we say, we'll have a little house in the suburbs and a family and a car. So then I get pregnant. But Louis doesn't share my joy. It all goes wrong. He walks out. But I have my baby, at least. Then the woman I was leaving him with rolls over in bed, drunk, and suffocates him. And my baby's dead. Just like that. I never told Louis. He found a proper wife and a little house outside the city. And they have 3 kids of their own. Why should I want to get married? Tell me. Why would I get teary-eyed standing outside a church watching others? This guy beside me. He knows nothing.
I enjoyed your routine tonight.
It wasn't any different from usual.
You're a good dancer.
Well, so I should be.
Why is that?
That's what I really am. A dancer who strips. I had noticed something. Detective Inspector Mosserly had come in. Sometimes he does, to keep an eye on things. But this was different. He was talking to Monsieur Léon and to Madame Florence. People were looking. The girls too. Marie-Lou, Natasha, Francine. Monsieur Léon went over to Maud. Straight away she picked up her handbag from the table. She followed the boss into the small cloakroom, and the inspector went in after them.
What's making you so scared?
Not you, anyway. I'm off. Madame Florence was watching me. I could tell what she was thinking.
Well, my girl, I never thought you'd be capable of going as far as that.
Hello, Francine.
Did you see that?
See what?
The detective. He's come for the new one.
He came back out with Monsieur Léon, and the 2 of them had a drink. Only when the policeman had gone, Maud reappeared. She was holding her bag. She'd been crying. Natasha was going around whispering in the girl's ears, looking across at me. Monsieur Léon must have handed over the money for the handbag to hush up the matter.
See you, Celita. You're off too, are you?
Monsieur Léon? He just looked right through me. When I was changing for the second show, none of the girls spoke to me. They were putting me in quarantine. I thought what was going to happen. Monsieur Léon, he'll go round to see Maud tomorrow to her hotel. She won't answer him back like me, but then she won't take his abuse like me. The 2 of them, I was willing to bet, they're not going to last longer than a week together. The girls were down on the beach. From up here on the promenade, I knew what they were saying without hearing them. Even without having to lip read. That Natasha.
Careful. There she is. Oh, Celita, leave her alone. Don't look her way. Natasha. We've got nothing to do with her.
Why not?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry your head over it.
Let's do what Francine says, Natasha.
Hello, Celita.
Ludo.
Hi by yourself? Oh, I see.
See what?
The others are on the beach. I knew it.
Knew what?
Now, they do this to you. They decided last night never to speak to you again and treat you as if you didn't exist. Marie-Lou tried to stick up for you.
Did she?
She said, it's not really her fault. She gets so unhappy.
Is the boss not at the Striptease?
Was it you who rang up just before 4?
Yes. Has he taken himself off somewhere? Oh, let me guess.
No. I mean, he's had to take Madame Florence to Nice.
To Nice? Why?
To see a doctor.
Is she ill?
I don't know. He rang up a doctor I've never heard of and made an appointment.
Oh, did he?
It's as if everything's all out of sorts now at the Striptease.
Do you think I played a dirty trick, Ludo?
With a handbag? That's not for me to say, is it?
Well, what do you think? You needn't be frightened. Tell me.
I don't think you were getting what you're after. With the boss, that is.
What am I after?
Madame Florence's place. Everybody knows that. She does too.
Has she said anything to you about it?
I've heard her mention it to her husband.
What did she say to him?
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
If you suppose I'll ever let that whore take my place at the desk.
Did you believe her?
Celita, if you ever need me for anything...
You think I will?
Leon's a tough nut. He's okay with me. I know a bit too much about him. When he was a barman in Montmartre. And the sorts he got mixed up with. He did time.
Prison?
Madame Florence, she goes back to those days too. She knows him better than anybody else.
Was she ever on the game?
Half a lifetime ago.
I guessed so.
She gives Leon a bit of rope. She realises that he'll always come back to her in the end.
Will he? Will he?
He's here again.
Who is?
Your admirer.
What do you know about him?
Doesn't come from hereabouts. Drives a big convertible. I saw him when I was doing a shift at the yacht club last week. He's seen us.
What's he doing?
He's sending his card over.
Is he? That's very formal.
OK, Jules, thanks. I'll take that. There you are. What's it say?
Count Henri de Despierres.
Count? 2 addresses.
Paris.
And a chateau near Périgueux.
Your card, Count.
You don't want it?
I now know who you are.
Can I buy you a drink?
I've just had a scotch and champagne before that. Now I've got to go and get ready.
I know the timetable.
I saw Leon near the door, looking over at us. I was tempted, very, to drop everything and get out of this life. Are you staying on the Riviera long?
Until my wife decides she's had enough.
Your wife? Of course.
Disappointed?
Why?
Well, you might have had ideas about me. If things start going wrong one way, it's only natural to try another.
What do you mean, Count? Who told you about that?
Nobody. But I've got eyes.
I have to go upstairs now.
Of course you do.
Mary Lou?
Hello, Celita. This evening, you know, it wasn't me who...
Don't upset yourself about me.
Maud didn't want to either.
She didn't?
I promise you. She felt lost here in a new place, so she clung to Natasha. Or rather, Natasha got her claws into her. And the kid didn't dare to...
Mary Lou!
Coming, madame!
Natasha and Maud were taking their time to appear. Maybe Maud thought I'd make a scene or tear her eyes out like a cat. No. I had made up my mind, just as I had decided the Count wasn't the man for me. Natasha?
Hello.
Hello, Maud.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I know when I'm in the wrong, and I realise I played a mean trick with the handbag. I've been made to pay for it. I don't bear a grudge against anybody.
I don't bear you any grudge either, mademoiselle.
You may as well shake hands now, you two. There's no point in going on hurting each other.
There.
Mademoiselle.
It wasn't peace. It was an armistice. Because we were living through a private war here. Leon would stick with Maud. She had youth on her side. But youth doesn't understand everything. Not like me and Madame Florence. We were real women. Leon was like all males. He needed to dominate. He had to be the victor, reducing us women to his mercy. But he never quite vanquished me. I would never give in.
You're a little bitch. You're never satisfied. You needle me on purpose, don't you?
Do I, Leon?
You hate me, don't you?
I'm not sure. His wife? She wasn't going to give in either, and especially not now with her gynecological trouble. She was ill. It was when I was shaking hands with the girls the realisation got to me that Maud was very far from being the innocent.
Mademoiselle.
She had left home with no money. In Marseille she had taken up with someone Leon thought a brute. She had stolen a handbag. She had known how to burst into tears for the detective. The striptease which keeps everyone breathless, that was fake too. We'll show you Missy, Madame Florence and I. We both will.
She's late, that Maud. 500 francs fine. Madame Florence is looking cross.
It'll be 1,000 now.
The boss has gone round to look for her.
Like he's been let off his leash.
Someone told me they were on that boat this afternoon which takes the honeymooners out to the island.
The fool he's making of himself.
And him telling us she just fell asleep at a touch of the sun.
He thought he was setting his mark on the girl, and didn't see she was setting her mark on him, running after her, imagining he was half his age. She didn't want to let him go until she was done with him, starting with the big write-up Leon got her in the Nice Matin.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the management of the Striptease have the honour and the pleasure of presenting to you the great discovery of the year. The artiste who will be tomorrow's unrivaled queen of striptease, Mademoiselle Maud Leroy, 19 years old, who has astounded and will continue to astound everyone who has seen her.
It wasn't the first time the boss had taken a personal interest in any of us. Far from it. But at least he'd kept his head before.
Have you seen the new poster?
The management have the honour.
She's Maud Leroy now.
Her name's 4 times the size of ours.
I've been here the longest. I'll be the one that gets kicked out.
It'll be me.
No, Francine, me.
Maybe it'll be more than one of us.
Let's see that article.
The interview.
Throw it out with the rubbish.
Where is it?
Don't, I couldn't bear it. No, Mary Lou.
You've got to try and make the spectators feel they're surprising a woman in her bedroom, not watching an artiste do an act.
It's an act, all right.
Since I'm no artiste and haven't had any experience, it won't be difficult for me.
Interesting.
This next bit. I'll take care to stay just as I am.
What? Read on, Mary Lou.
Not to change my way of life or my ideas. I just want to be like the girl next door.
Oh, please.
Thanks.
Fascinating what you hear, Celita, when you're cleaning up behind the bar.
I'll bet. Well, are you going to tell me?
So the boss said to his missus, that journalist from Nice Matin, he thinks Maud's terrific. Wants me to sign her up with a long contract.
What did Madame have to say about that?
Not much. Most of them, she tells him, they're terrific the first few days. What do you think happened on the island?
Not much.
No.
I'll bet she pretended her experiences, you know. They left her feeling, oh, so wounded, feeling unclean, needing time to forget. I just need patience, some tenderness.
Do you reckon?
Smart work, eh? The little go-getter.
You smell a rat from the start. Maybe it'd have been better for everyone if that inspector had hauled her off after all.
I don't get what Madame Florence was thinking about everything.
She started talking about the pains in her stomach. She told Leon she didn't think she'd be able to last out till closing time.
That was clever work too. Leon would only think she was spying on him and hate her for it. Men have to imagine that they're free.
Sorry? Celita?
I'll have another. No, a double.
Do you think you should?
I need it. Please.
We could have made a couple, Leon and me. There was passion and fear and needing to humiliate the other person and rushing back into each other's arms, not able to keep away. We were a couple. He would never have made a fool of himself, falling in love like he has with her, Mademoiselle Leroy. At least with me, he kept his dignity.
Thanks, Ludo. Cheers.
I see how Madame Florence looks at me now, with this new danger. I don't feel any less bitter, though, about Madame. I had almost gotten away from her. She's tiresome. She's growing old. We were wild beasts, the three of us, and wild beasts make their own laws. Let the best one win. I would have won. Now, everything's spoiled.
That little upstart.
She might hear you, Celita.
So what? I'm fed up, Ludo.
Take a sleeping tablet as soon as you get home, and you'll feel better tomorrow.
Tomorrow. By the way...
Yes?
Do you know Maud's address at Bergerac?
I only know that her mother's a postwoman there.
Is her name really Leroy, I wonder?
Where are we going?
To the post office. Wait for me here, Marilou. One of the counters was open all night. I asked for a form. Your daughter Maud performing in Striptease show at Striptease in Cannes.
I want to send this, please.
Can you sign it?
What shall I call myself? Caroline Dubois.
With Madame Florence, it all came to a head in less than 2 weeks.
Poor Leon.
What's that, Madame Florence?
Oh, poor Leon. They won't tell me what's wrong with me, but with all the tests they've been taking, I know it's cancer. And I'll never get out of this bed or this hospital again.
Poor Leon, indeed. But that's what she said.
That girl would have to turn up at a time like this. Leon doesn't know what to do now. He's ashamed. He hardly dares look me in the eye any longer, and still he hasn't got the guts to get rid of her.
Don't tire yourself, Madame.
Deep down, he's a weakling.
Is he?
Oh, like all men. If something does happen to me, he'll be desperately unhappy. He'll be haunted all his life with the fear that it was his fault.
She was taken away to be operated on, Natasha told me.
Then at the last moment, when they came to take her away on the stretcher, she sat up in bed screaming that she wouldn't go through with it. She'd changed her mind. She'd sooner die in peace. And she put up such a struggle, they had to give her 2 injections.
Maud's performance went off the rails one night. She was trying to get into her trance and her body was quivering all over. Then Francine's companion called out,
"Want any help, sweetheart?"
That same night...
Where is she? Francine!
Francine was giving her books. She packed up and she was gone.
Good riddance.
Now Maud was starting to claim her victims.
Monsieur Leon, can you hear me? There's a lady here who insists on seeing you.
Let me speak, I'll teach you.
No, madame, he's coming round. It's her mother, boss, Madame Leroy. I keep telling her you'll be coming.
And tell him to be quick about it.
What's going on, Ludo?
As if you didn't know. As soon as she's 18, they can't touch her or the boss.
Her ID card said she was over 18.
Ha ha.
It was fake.
It was fake.
Maud was summoned. Madame Leroy just said to Leon she wouldn't be coming back and they'd need to thresh things out there and then. So they struck some kind of bargain. If Leon suspected me about contacting the mother, he gave no sign. My ploy hadn't worked. Madame Leroy crystallised Maud's future at the Striptease. Maud was now moved out of our orbit and into a fancy apartment at the Luxor, all expenses paid for by Leon. When she came to the club now, Maud, there was always a kind of ceremonial. She didn't show up before the stroke of midnight, a few minutes before she was due to go on. Leon left the Striptease in his car, his Pontiac, just in time to go and fetch her. He bought her a pure white coat, Paris label inside, befitting her new status. She would take the coat off at the door and hand it to Marie-Lou.
Good evening.
It was that shy, humble manner which got me, as if she was apologising to us all for being there.
I'll just sit quietly and wait my turn.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the management of the Striptease have the pleasure and the honour.
Leon wasn't hiding much from his wife, and she hid little from me now.
I think he was right, moving her to the Luxor. We couldn't leave her in that cheap hotel, Celita. Do you realise how unhappy he is?
Really?
You don't believe me, but it's the truth. When they reach a certain age, men are left with no defences.
It can happen to women too.
Oh, why did you bring flowers again? He sends me so many, the nurse doesn't know where to put them now. It's salving his conscience, you see. I know he loves me. Yesterday he sat there where you are now and he started crying. He was holding my hand and asking me to forgive him.
No, no, no. But what does it matter now? Any of it?
Not dead yet?
You speaking of the patron, Count?
Well, that'll be one of them out of your way, won't it?
I'm not going to listen.
You're not going to up and go, are you? Stay.
All right.
Good. I'm glad. Where was I?
Being your charming self, Count.
How are those two lovers getting on? No jewels yet?
Is it Jules she's after?
Well, Maud's heart's not set on having that place at the cash desk.
It's not?
Monsieur Léon is just her first stepping stone. The first step is the most difficult.
How do you know?
Well, I can see through her as well as I can through you, or my wife.
Because you're so superior and intelligent, I suppose.
My wife is 20 years older than me. American, wealthy. We're very unhappy together.
You're always talking about women, and you think you know such a lot about them.
And your question is?
So, how come you don't seem to do much about it?
I have an infinite appreciation of women, yes. And they can be exquisite friends. Why, nothing would give me greater pleasure than your coming one afternoon and having a cup of tea with me on the Croisette.
A cup of tea?
You haven't guessed.
Guessed what?
That I'm an invert.
A homosexual?
I prefer my word, invert. It's more elegant. You look disappointed.
Why should I be disappointed?
I could be an excellent friend for you, because you're as complicated a creature as one could wish for. And what fascinates me most about you is you have all the vices.
Thank you very much.
It was meant as a compliment. I'm very sorry. I was mistaken. Yes. It's a very great pity. I never went back to the Striptease, but I was there for Madame Florence's funeral. Celita called on Florence in her last days. Florence and Leon, used to existing on the fringes of decent society, they were living now in carpeted comfort, among polished furniture, like bourgeois, like some retired couple with ample means. That final duplicity depressed her. Celita told me so. On the day of Florence's funeral, Celita was acting oddly.
I'll be back in a minute, girls.
Where's she going?
That bar, I'll bet. Yes?
What's bitten her?
I don't know, Natasha. These last 2 days she's been up and down the whole time. Crying one minute, laughing out loud the next. They're not saying a single word.
She's always been so melodramatic.
I was told by Celita that the nurse had rung her the day after Madame Florence died.
I've been asked to give you a message.
What kind of message?
A few minutes before she died, Madame mumbled something.
Tell Celita that I'm depending on her.
I asked her what she meant.
Just tell her that. She'll understand.
That was all. I've given you the message. It was my duty, I suppose.
After that, Celita was like a sleepwalker. Francine was right. Celita had always been melodramatic, not only with other people, but with herself. Playing roles, exaggerating. Simply because she could not put up with life as it really was.
It's you, Maud. You I'll have my revenge on. This is how I hurt Leon the most. I'll make him suffer for a long time. I'll force him to remember me for the rest of his life.
Celita hardly recognized Leon in his too tight morning clothes, following the hearse. He was starting to get a pot belly. His hair was thinning.
Tell Celita that I'm depending on her.
Maud's eyes were red, and she kept dabbing at them, and she wouldn't look Celita's way. Had she persuaded Leon to sack her?
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Not now, Mary Lou.
I often wonder...
Shut up, will you?
It was too late now. She didn't ask herself why.
Libera me, Domine.
At the graveside, she pulled a revolver, the one kept in the cash desk. I saw her do it. Her finger found the trigger. She aimed the gun, but not at Maud. The muzzle turned towards herself.
I raise my arm. I turn my wrist. Then it will be over. No more problems. No more of this. The humiliations. No more me. Nothing.
Leon looked over and saw Celita. He saw the gun. Then, without thinking, she threw the revolver into the grave onto the coffin. Pushing through the crowd, running down the paths, convinced she was being chased, searching for the way out, Celita ran for the town. Ran and ran, her eyes mad.
Read it to me again, Ludo.
The body of a naked woman has been recovered from the sea between Nice and Villefranche.
Go on. I'm bad at reading.
The corpse has been identified as that of one Céline Perrin,
Poor Celita.
aged 32, born in Paris, a cabaret dancer who had been summoned twice during the last 2 days for soliciting on the streets.
Do you think Celita would do that, Ludo?
Who knows?
What's that you've got?
It's cognac. Madame Florence's favourite it was.
Give me some too.
Okay.
If Celita really did that, then maybe she
Time
got
to
what she
change,
deserved.
Mary Lou.
Yes, Monsieur Leon?
Roll of the drums and you're on first.
In Striptease, dramatised by Ronald Frame from the novel by George Simenon, Celita was played by Claire Knight, Madame Florence by Gayanne Potter, Leon, Simon Tate, the Count, Greg Powery, Marie Lou, Leslie Hart, Natasha, Kim Gerard, Ludo, James Anthony Pearson, Francine, Patricia Kavanagh, and Maud by Nicola Jo Cully. Other parts were played by the cast. The director was Bruce Young.